Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk about, well, David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Based on what I found out today, that it's a main event. It will be the main event on his card. Remember I said that Errol Spence versus Fundora and David Benavidez versus David Morrell are going to take place on the same card. Where I said that Spence and Fundora main event, David Benavidez versus Morrell co-main. Well, I was wrong about that. I guess Spence and Fundora are going to headline their own card. So, Prime Pay-Per-View, PBC, has made David Benavidez versus David Morrell the main event on his own card on the pay-per-view. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Rayo Valenzuela Jr., based on what I read earlier today and rumors circulating out there, that Rayo Valenzuela, 14-2, 9 KOs, the new WBA featherweight champion of the world, will be defending his title in a rematch versus Issac Pitbull Cruz, and I said featherweight, lightweight champion of the world. Junior welterweight. Sorry guys, junior welterweight. So this fight is the co-main event. Will be the co-main event to the David Benavidez versus David Morrell, based on articles that I've read. Now, if this is true, it's a pretty solid co-main event. You know, the first fight that these two guys had wasn't a barn burner, wasn't, you know, a great action fight, a good action fight, because Rayo came to box. You know, Rayo normally is about the firefight. You know, he has power in both hands. He's Mexican. He's gonna mix it up. Not afraid of a firefight, which is what he usually gets himself into. But he did not get himself into any of that against Pitbull, because it would have been a rough fight for Rayo Valenzuela, who's been a bit chinny in his career. Now, boxing Issac Pitbull Cruz is what got him the victory and the world title. Now, in the rematch, likely Rayo is going to do the same thing. Why not? If it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? So, if I was Rayo, I would have gone in there and do the same thing. Box smart, use the ring, box. I boxed. I beat Pitbull before once by boxing. Why change it? To give the fans what they want to see and have a risk of losing my title? I want my title. I want to keep my title. So I'm going to box. I'm going to go in there with the same game plan. You know, is what Pitbull going to do about it this time? He's going to have to make me fight and stand toe-to-toe with Trey the way he wants. Bring me out of my, you know, my old ways. You know, I'm used to trading shots, getting myself into firefights. No. I boxed to beat you and win the belt, so I'm going to plan to do the same thing. Now it's your part to take me out of that and make me fight. So Pitbull's going to have to adjust. Find a ways to adjust, which is hard for him to do, because if Rayo comes to box, all Pitbull knows how to do is come forward, hands held high, throw those looping hooks. He doesn't know how to box, so he's going to have a problem. This might be a repeat. I just can't see Pitbull adjusting to Rayo. If Rayo comes with the same game plan, more likely he will. Unless he catches Rayo pretty good, because in the first fight they had, Pitbull landed some good shots. He was able to catch Rayo here and there, but Rayo did not fall into the firefight. He kept his game plan. He kept his composure. He was disciplined to keep that jab on Pitbull's face and keep boxing. So I expect the same thing, and if Rayo was smart and his team was smart, they would use that same game plan. It worked before, right? So, like I said, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So Just want to come out here and talk to you guys about this, man. I saw it on the internet this morning. David Benavidez, David Morrell main event, and Rayo Valenzuela versus Issac Pitbull Cruz, the rematch, co-main event on January 25th, 2025. That'll be, I think, the first pay-per-view card of the year, first main big card of the year so far. But yeah, Miracle Boy Boxing, and gentlemen, I am your host, Issac Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.